that's new to trading and trying to figure it out, um, you're gonna need a trading journal. And it's not just like a thing where, you probably need one. In order to be a successful trader, you need a trading journal. Now, I am not a profitable trader by any means yet, but this whole journal, this is probably like it's a foundational step in becoming successful as a trader. Um, there's probably some more things that I should like preface this with, but I can't think of anything, so let's just get into it. I don't know if I want to start with this or start with the setup code key. So you need to come up with setups. You need to find areas where you can see where price interacts with that area, where you can observe how price interacts with that area. Like, for example, this one right here, we have the monthly open retest. When to use. When price breaks through the monthly open and then retests, consolidates above or below it. Triggered when price breaks above or below the monthly open and then returns to retest it. The setup is confirmed by signs of support or resistance holding at the monthly open, such as wicks, failed closes, or structure holding. So these are important because it allows you to observe price in specific areas or in specific situations. I mean, again, you have a yearly open retest, the fib 0.5 retest, the Monday range retest, the 0.75 scalp, the SFP reversal, SFP continuation, range-based demand, liquidity defense. This is what you have to do, and you need to organize it like this. I mean, if you want to fucking do it on paper, be my guest. It might get a little complicated, probably fucking retarded to do that, honestly. Don't do that shit. Yeah, don't do that. Do it in fucking Excel. Figure out how to use Excel if you don't know how to. Moving on, once you have your setups, creating an EV summary table, expected value is very, very important. It's a core foundation as well. It's what you need to be tracking in order to become a successful trader. You can't scale up on anything unless you have an expected value and a win rate, because otherwise you're just trading randomness. Like you're not doing anything besides just like you're like blindfolding yourself and just throwing darts at a fucking dartboard, and then you're not keeping track of the darts at all. So it's important, this is all stuff you need to figure this out. This is what you need to get to in order to become a successful trader. There's no fucking around, if you're just like if you just want to gamble, fucking do it, whatever, it doesn't matter. But like, if you want to be a trader, you have to do this. You need to be taking your setups. You need to be tracking that, like how many times have you used this setup? Every single time you use the setup, you fucking put it down. You put it down. You track your wins, you track your losses with it, you track the win rate with it. Fucking easy formulas, by the way, guys. Easy formulas. You can figure out how to fucking do a win rate. I mean, ChatGPT can do it. I didn't know how to do MFE. Like this isn't my formula. I mean, I guess, if you think about it, I mean, like it makes sense if you really go through it and you understand how the if, error, average if, formula stacking is working. But like, still, like I don't understand what this is doing at first glance. But like, you can figure it out, especially with the help of ChatGPT. But you need this. This, what this tells you? You know how fucking useful the average MFE is and the average MAE is, right? This tells you right here how close you were to. How do I want to put this? So this is where's the Monday open, or the monthly open. So this is the monthly open retest setup, right? So this MFE says that every single time that I take this setup and I do long or short, the average amount that price moves in my favor and like almost hits my R is 2. So if I have like, I'll give you an example. So here's one right here, monthly open retest, XRP long. I think this was a loss. Yeah. So what the MFE is, how far price moved in your favor. So 3.8. This is how much R we could have had. We could have had 3.8 R, right? Um, you can also, yeah, like highest price. Well, was this a short, or was this a, let's see, this was a long. So highest price while trade was open was 2.2183. We entered at 2.2183, 2.1824. So yeah, we could have booked. We had a 3.18R, but it was a fucking loss because I let it keep going. And like knowing this right here is nice because over a large distribution of these trades and these setups, over a large distribution, we can get an average MFE, and so we can say to ourselves, hey, when we take this setup, when we take the monthly open retest setup, we usually get an average MAE of, or MFE of 2. So we should just set our fucking targets at 2. Why are we risking, why are we trying to hit a 10R setup with this when we know that on average we can just book a 2R setup real quick? We have a fucking, if we had more, like if we actually had one that, we got a win on this, we would have a percent, and we could say, we have, every time we take this setup, guys, we have a 50% chance with an average fucking expected value of like 2, like you need to know that kind of stuff. Otherwise you're just random, you're just shooting in the dark. And that goes with all these setups. They're all, we're all tracking the same fucking thing. They're just different setup types, but you need these. This EV tracker, this is where I'm in. This is my trading journal, essentially. This is the journal. So this is all the trades, every single one. I started on that date, and I'm at that date. I've been doing it for about like 2 months ish. Kind of was slacking in the beginning though, but then I understood why this was so important, and now I'm like, you have to journal every trade. I can't stress that enough. You have to journal every single trade, and you have to be tracking your performance and these metrics. Otherwise, you will not progress. Otherwise, you are not in a system. You are just trading randomness, and that is not okay. With this, you are effectively taking random outcomes and you are synthesizing them into predictive outcomes. I think. So yeah, this is, I'll go through this because this is all the stuff that you need to be tracking, right? All of this, you guys can just look at it and make your own, create your own fucking journal. And like some of this stuff, I have formulas for this, and you're gonna have to figure out the formulas for yourself. Like this is a complicated one. I didn't input this. I don't fucking know what this is, but I understand what it's doing. I understand what the MFE is. I understand what the MAE is, so it doesn't really fucking matter. It's like, I don't need to know what the code is doing when I use the fucking McDonald's app, but I sure know how to use the fucking McDonald's app. Then another important one to be doing is the market conditions tracker. I'm trying to figure this out still, and I'm trying to figure out like what things are the most important to track. It's a process, but I've got it sort of dialed in. We're working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, but this is some of the stuff that I'm tracking, and if you guys want to take this down, just to copy it, get you guys started. I just there wasn't any information on this stuff on YouTube, and I thought that this would be useful for anybody that is trying to figure it out. And this is some stuff that I haven't been able to, like, I'm not sure how to track this. Or some of the stuff I know how to track, like I can track ATR, but like some of the stuff like I don't know how to track necessarily effectively, and like I just don't know like how to fit it in with all this to like make it like track, I guess. But yeah, over here we have the DOM bladder, the fucking footprint profile, heat maps, single prints. I think single prints are important. I think I already have the daily and weekly volume, but yeah. Trading plans, you need to kind of form everything in a like everything should kind of be like scientific method based. So that's why I have the observation, question, hypothesis, setup, code, plan, date of completion, result, reflection. And I haven't actually tried this yet, but I do need to. I've just been lazy, I think. And here's the daily trading routine. I haven't like I'm working on this right now. My daily trading routine is this, the market conditions tracker, as well as just EV tracking and like journaling my trades. That's my daily trading routine as of right now. But I need to kind of dial this in and like figure it out. There's just a fucking lot, and like I don't want to fucking have to do this every single goddamn day because like I have other shit I have to do and I can't just focus on trading. But that's my own problem. So yeah, guys, I hope this was helpful in any way. Yeah, I there just wasn't any videos on it, and I wanted to make one because I thought it would help people. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. If you guys have any fucking questions, just send them in the comments, and like I'll probably look at them. But I'm gonna go rip my dab pen. I'm gonna go take a blinker. So peace out, guys. Um, Real quick, I just wanted to add onto that last video. The reason why you guys should listen to me is because I am in a Trader XO trading mentorship right now. He has never done a mentorship before. He doesn't run any paid groups or anything, but out of the kindness of his heart, he decided to do a mentorship for charity starting on, it looks like somewhere around March 22nd. I don't think this is, yeah, probably like March 22nd, something like that. But so I'm in this, and this is where I'm learning that stuff. Trader XO, for anybody that doesn't know, this is the behemoth. Exceptional trader. Pretty much. I mean, just an all around. I mean, like this guy knows everything, man. Like, give this guy a follow. Give this guy a follow immediately if you're on your journey, on your trading journey. He will point you in the right direction and give you an objective point of view. And I guess just while I'm here, fucking follow this guy too, Elise. Shinny, his course, I would look into his course. I know he does very, very well. Elise, though, absolute monster. He knows what he's doing. Him and Trader XO are on the same level of professional tier. So anyways, yeah, I'm in the mentorship, and that's where I'm learning this stuff. I also, I guess it's just worth mentioning, I have a finance degree, so like I'm smart enough to have stayed in college for 4 years and get my bachelor's, and I learned some finance shit while I was there. I'm also unemployed, just to add on to that, just to give you guys a full, objective, honest, like, personality description. I am unemployed. I was working at New York Life as a financial advisor, but that place fucking sucks. Fuck that shit. Anybody that is getting a finance degree right now, fucking switch to mathematics and just like go balls to the wall and like go do that instead, or like, go do what you actually like, just drop out, or just kidding. Don't. If you like college and you think it's gonna be beneficial to you, fucking do what you want, obviously. But to me, I definitely shouldn't have gone to college. I don't regret going. I guess just due to the fact that I did benefit quite a bit from going. I learned a lot, but I just wish I knew that I wanted to trade, because I would have just started trading futures and when I like graduated high school in 2018. I'm 25, by the way. But yeah, I would have just started doing that. I would have fucking wasted my time going to college. So yeah, anyways, that's my credibility. I have a finance degree, so like I have some intelligence. I worked in New York Life. I have my life insurance license, my life accident and health insurance license. So I know some stuff.